There's been a lot of rumors, speculation, and doubt about The Last of Us 1 remake because this is something that's been discussed pretty heavily over the course of the last couple months. Well, the trailer just came out, and I have some thoughts. What's up, gamers? Dreamcastguy here. So, hi, I hope you're doing well. Please like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, first and foremost, it's just being called Last of Us Part 1 PlayStation 5 Edition. It's going to be $70 for the normal standard edition. It's going to be $100 for whatever the special edition is, Firefly Edition. So, it looks like that's probably going to have, some sort of figurine, special features, stuff like that. Now, additionally, it is coming out relatively soon. I mean, just coming out here in 100 days. So, coming up here at, September. Very strange, but here's kind of what's actually striking me the most. So, I downloaded the actual thing. I'm not sure if this even counts as a leak. This came from the PlayStation Direct website. PlayStation, Sony has like this special storefront for selling PlayStation 5s, selling exclusive controllers, stuff like that. Well, on the storefront, this had a download button. Now, let me mute it so I don't actually get any copyright strikes here. This is the PlayStation 5 gameplay. This is the actual PlayStation 5 version of the game. Graphically, now, one thing I wanted to show you here is it actually says that what this is it's rebuilt. It's done again on the PlayStation 5. Look, here it is. Now, graphically, can we just admit, it definitely looks good. Look, the beloved story. So it's going to have, obviously, all the DLC included. God, I will admit these new lighting engines look fantastic, but rebuilt from the ground up for the PlayStation 5. I'm of two minds about this. I do think that graphically the game does look extremely good. Like just seeing Joel, it's incredible the amount of detail and stuff they've managed to get into this, but something about it being $70, I guess when we were first hearing about The Last of Us Remake, this seems like almost a glorified remaster more than anything else. But I guess specifically inside of their own marketing, let me go back to their page itself. I guess what's interesting is that they are just calling it The Last of Us Part 1. There seems to be this trend now of not calling your remakes, but in this case, I guess this technically isn't. This is just a full remaster. I'm curious if there's going to be any substantial changes to the experience. Now, I'm assuming there's probably going to be gameplay tweaks to make it feel a bit more modern, because as somebody that replayed Last of Us Part 1 not too long ago, it's a bit outdated in some spots. But additionally, I'm curious if they're going to add in any extra puzzles, any extra twists, any extra stuff to make this feel a little bit better. And additionally, I am just eternally curious about this $100 edition. Here it is, Last of Us Part 1 PlayStation 5 Experience. Sony Interactive Entertainment, Insomniac Games, and Marvel bring you the Spider-Man you've never met. Well, that's a fun little glitch. Clearly, this was not meant to be even popped up onto the storefront yet. Now, I want to refresh this because it seems like the initial reaction of people seemed to be a bit shocked. Yes, this is coming to PC as well, which I find interesting. Like a lot of these screenshots, as good as they look, is this a $70 experience? To people like me who bought it on the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation 4, am I going to be a sucker and buy it again on the PlayStation 5? Probably yes. Okay, so now somebody actually has the official storefront page finally correctly pulled up. Experience the emotional storytelling and unforgettable characters of Joel and Ellie in The Last of Us, winner of over 200 Game of the Year awards, and now rebuilt for the PlayStation 5. Enjoy a total overhaul of the original experience, faithfully reproduced but incorporating modernized gameplay, improved controls, expanded accessibility options, plus feel immersed with the improved effects and exploration and combat. Last of Us Part 1 includes the Last of Us single-player story and celebrated prequel chapter Left Behind. So, now, what's kind of striking me is the fact that when you first bought Last of Us back in the day, obviously it had the Left Behind DLC later on, but by launch it had the Factions DLC, the Factions add-on content. There was multiplayer in The Last of Us Part 1, and now there still isn't multiplayer for Last of Us Part 2. I wonder if separately or individually they're going to try and sell us the Factions DLC at some point. Is that going to be included with this? I guess I keep calling Factions DLC, but it's not. I guess they have confirmed it's going to be standalone content. This is just absolutely wild. Like a lot of people, yeah, I hope they don't add an Abby section. Very true. This basically looks the exact same as the PlayStation 4 version. I suppose there is ray tracing and maybe some details. Wow, okay. That ruined the surprise. Like, it's interesting the mix of positive and negative. Look at this. When did they announce this? Somebody's getting fired. Oh, God. $70 for a needless remake. Like, I think this is interesting, but hopefully they offer some sort of upgrade path for people like me. I'm kind of curious to play this on PC, just to see it at 100 frames a second, 4K ray tracing, zooba booba. But right now, as somebody that has bought it on the last couple generations, this is strange. But tell me your thoughts in the comments down below. I hope you enjoyed this video. Currently, I'm having to film this at my friend's house, so hopefully the sound is good. My internet crashed. I'm having to make content. E3, but not E3. You guys rock. Thanks so much for watching. Please give this video a like, share with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. And please do me the biggest favor of all and keep dreaming of Last of Us with no Abby. Okay. Thanks so much for watching that video. If you want to see something else, you can always click this link to see what I put up last, or, subscribe and see what's coming up next. Also, I promise that whatever I do, it'll try not to suck.